if you can afford a smallest house, doesn't matter whether it is 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, start your own home. Because there's two great advantage. Number one, a home your own. Number two, real estate properties over time appreciate. So I know it may be like so easy for me. I'm not saying that everybody should take immediately, but at least have a desire to start it as soon as possible.
We know that our community is still overrepresented when it comes to living in rental public homes. So what are your thoughts on this, and how can they move out of this situation?
I think the government have got huge amount of support, and I would definitely encourage our community who are staying in the rental flat for the current reasons, whatever reasons. And I respect that because every one of us go through at certain time. And I told you, my younger days, we grew up in a rental flat too as my family. So I think today, if you look at it, the lower income group tend to receive the highest amount of grant from the government. It all tagged to the household income. The lower the household income, you can get into maybe 80,000, 100,000 or more than 100,000, depending on whether you're going to buy a BTO or resale. A resale got a higher grant than the BTO. So what is important here is this. I honestly encourage every people who are staying in the rental, if you can afford a smallest house, doesn't matter whether it is 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, start your own home. Because there's two great advantage. Number one, a home your own. Whatever you renovate, whatever you spend that little money to decorate is your property, not a rental property. Number two, real estate properties over time appreciate. In a rental, no doubt the monthly rental is low, but on the other hand, it doesn't appreciate. But even having just a 2 or 3 bedroom, another 10, 15 years down the road, that property is fully paid up and it has appreciated, and that is your safety net at retirement. So I know it may be like so easy for me. I'm not saying that everybody should take immediately, but at least have a desire to start it as soon as possible. Go and find out, because you'll be surprised, truly you'll be surprised, especially if you're a first timer and you may qualify for so much of grant that your monthly installment is only $200-300 because bulk of it is paid through the grant. But for each is different, so I cannot be very specific to give an advice on individual, but you can speak to any of the sales people, or you can go to HDB and ask them on these schemes of how you can from a rental upgrade to a BTO of a smaller flat with a maximum grant with subsidy.
I mean, despite the many grants and subsidies that the government has, why do you think people are still in rental homes?
Not generalize the challenges of the people, and I respect all these people who are staying in the rental home coping. One thing maybe is just that, as you said, lack of knowledge, not knowing how much grant and how not too heavy a commitment on them. So this could be one. The other reasons could be is because they are not ready to take a long-term commitment. Because when you buy a property, it's a commitment. You have to have a stable job, and HDB or bank can only give you a loan to bridge that payment provided you are employed permanent. And especially when you are working on just odd job or not on a fixed salary, it becomes a bit more difficult. So these are some of the challenges they face, and it is really real. But if they could be inspired to find a job that can give me how little doesn't matter, buy the smallest home doesn't matter, having your own home in Singapore is a big plus advantage for your retirement.